Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Hello, everyone. Tell a friend. We've been on vacation, as you can see. I've been all over the place, from Philadelphia to Jamaica to Martha's Vineyard. I had to remember Martha's Vineyard, my favorite space. Hey, Greer, you're over in Iceland on vacation. We miss you, Greer. I work with Greer at Black Press USA. I was at the White House today. Hello, everyone. Join in, join in. I've got more to put out there. Great meeting you on the Vineyard, just as nice in person. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, James. I'm happy to be home with my husband. We had date day yesterday. We've been having a good weekend. But today, most of all, importantly, I am being joined by, oh, here we go. Okay. It's Gina Moses Buck from MCD Boots Incorporated. Gina, you should be coming in. There she is. I think this might. Hi, Gina.
Hey,
How
how
you
you
doing?
doing? I'm good.
Guys, I let me see, it says hold for ring. I'm trying to turn it up louder so I can hear you. I feature every week, except for these last 2 weeks, I've been on vacation. Um, I feature Black owned businesses because of this anti-woke, anti-DEI issue. And I try to highlight a lot of people that I would like to wear or be a part of. And guys, I want you to stay tuned because this sister right here, she's got some boots. Go to her store. Look, this ain't Texas, and I can fit them. Size 10. Act two of Beyonce may be over, but I think she started a whole trend. So, Gina, thank you so much for joining. Tell me why wait, first of all, you're the only black owned boot company in the nation. Is that true?
Well, I'm the only one in Mississippi. I've been seeing some more come out, but that when I first started about 3 years ago, I was the only one advertising about black owned, especially the first black woman to have her own boot store. And especially having my own boot line, MCD boots. Now those were not from my custom design, but they're part of my store.
It's called, what is it, Bronzer?
Yes,
Buckshot Boots, Texas. But this ain't Texas. I'm in DC right now. Well, congratulations to you. Let me ask you this.
thank
Did you
you.
see an increase in the love of Western apparel for Black people recently because of a certain celebrity?
Yes, and actually, I've been featured in NBC News as being the only black owned that the producer could find, and so I was featured in the article last year for Cowboy Carter. So, and then this year Essence featured me for being the only boot black owned boot store that they could come across the internet. I try to make sure my presence was well known.
Oh, you're present. I saw you on IG. I said, I want to get this lady on my Black Business Mondays because it's important. It's important for us to know who's out there. When you're going to look for these stores, a lot of these stores don't support us. Why give your money to
No,
people who are using it for oppressing purposes against us? So
yeah,
find people who are like us, like-minded people, and support. And I choose to highlight Black businesses. And Lee Merritt, my civil rights friend, my civil rights attorney, he said, "Where'd you go on vacation? You haven't been following me, my brother." I went to Philadelphia, Jamaica, and Martha's Vineyard. Now I'm back. I'm back in DC, and we're talking to Gina. Gina, the owner of MCD Boots. Tell me, first of all, a Black woman in this space, it's unique.
yes.
How hard is it? And then what are the great points of it? How hard was it? Because this is not cowboy doesn't always look like us.
No, and I would say I'm a researcher, so
Mm,
I had to do some heavy researching. And what started out with my father, because he's a boot lover, that's what got me in this industry
mhm.
because I've never seen my daddy wear tennis shoes. He
Uh,
always wore boots. So this was something where I started as a hobby more so to make sure he had boots. it ended up turning out me finding my cobbler to sponsor and be my supplier. So God worked in mysterious ways where it turned out I'm just looking for something for my father, and it became a business.
It not only became, it's not a hobby. This is a brick and mortar business.
Yes.
This is not a hobby. So how long have you been in business? And also tell me some of the travails that you've had because of your uniqueness in this space.
Um, I've been, I say, in a storefront for 2 years. Before
Really?
that, I was basically what you call pop your trunk, and doing shows, blues shows in Mississippi, getting out there, kind of being hands on with my customers. To it turned into where I can't just be popping up because I have a full time job as well. So that's what made me go
Uh-huh.
on and get a store. The demand was there. Now the challenge would be, because they really don't want us in those spaces, like going
Yes.
to different conventions. um,
Mm.
it's not, you can kind of tell the difference where ones want to work with you and don't want to work with you. Because I'm going to bring out one that's a popular design. I ain't gonna call their name, but everybody tends to want to wear them. And when I went to the convention, they asked me, did I have an appointment? And so I'm thinking, okay, if I'm, in this convention, why would you need an appointment? And so the lady was like, well, you have to have an appointment. And since you don't, you got to put in an application, and we'll let you know within 6 weeks whether we will allow you to carry our brand. So from there, I was like, got you. Now I'll just make my own way, and you won't be one of the ones that I supply my customers, because apparently you don't want my business.
So everyone is asking, they want to support, and it's on Instagram. It's
Yeah.
MCD Boots Inc. MCD Boots Inc. And that's on Instagram. Now on now, and there's also a website, www.micheridolls.com. Is that the website?
Yes, and I'm gonna explain that because some people like, what is this? My cherry dolls is derived from a sister business I had with two of my sisters, and to keep the legacy on, I shortened it to MCD, so it's my cherry dolls, but
Okay, I'm
just
putting.
short with MCD.
Okay, because I'm trying to put it up here now so they can so people can see it and go to your website because I want people to know who you are. So everybody's loving that. Okay, I just did that. I'm gonna
Thank
try to. I've
you.
pinned the comment. Is that correct? Is that
Yes,
correct?
ma'am. Yes.
Oh, so everybody can go to the website now. But I'm gonna tell you, I love perusing your store and the boots you have. You have some unique boots. Now, do you have anything with you that you can show us and some of your personal designs? Because guys, she sent me these boots. These things, I mean, I'm telling, and let me tell you why I like them. Because when you are older and more mature, everything kind of expands a little bit to include those thighs and those
Yes.
calves. And a lot of times you got to go to wide leg sizes. Ooh, thank you for the hearts, guys. Thank you for the hearts. I was like, because I was like, oh my God, they're going to be ruched down. They were perfectly fine.
Yes,
So
and that's what I like about them. They will stretch around bigger calves, because that's where most
they're not
women
that big,
have the problem.
but they're not those little skinny girl calves, you know?
Yes,
And I'm not mad
ma'am.
with the skinny girl. I'm not mad with my skinny girls, but they not look. I, I've had two children, and I'm celebrating a birthday next year. I'm thankful I can put a pair of boots on. So, anyway, but no, I
Yes.
love that.
And I'm sorry, I'm not at my store because I'm still running in between the store and work, so I don't have anything
Oh
on
wow.
me
Okay.
right now.
Uh-huh.
But if they go over there to IG, you will see plenty, and the website will have everything that you need to see. And even where I just did some styling videos of how you style, and I have the tour of the inside of the store as well on my website, so they'll be able to see everything.
Only black owned Western boot store in Clinton, Mississippi. And I'm gonna tell you, this is a big deal in Mississippi because Mississippi is still considered the most racist state in the nation.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, and for you, and then you, but you still, but you still work as well. You still work as well as having a brick and mortar, and that's important for that transparency, so people can understand that 2 years ago you
Mhm.
got the brick and mortar. You got it around COVID, right? You got the brick and mortar
Yeah.
around COVID, but you're still working to support yourself. So the store is one income, but you still have to support yourself.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me what you think that we should know about going into business and being a black woman in a space like Mississippi. Because just because there's some places that may be blue and may say, oh yeah, we are all into this, you still face certain obstacles that others may not. Tell me about that.
Now I will say as a blessing to me, because I have people constantly asking like who support me and this and that, and I can wholeheartedly say my people support me more than any other race there is. So, and when I get racist comments, it's usually coming from the palm color, because they're like, oh, if you got to bring race in it, then you don't need to be having a business. What race got to do? It has a lot to do with us, because we're not afforded the same privileges as everyone else. We are not afforded to be able to just walk in a bank and say, I want $50,000. I did this off of my money that I work daily for to build this company where it is today. So it wasn't like I just was giving $10,000 or $20,000 for inventory. This is all done off of me working and
Mhm.
making sacrifices where I could be spending that money somewhere else, but I want something to leave back for my children and their children to come. Because it started out, like I said, it's a hobby. Now it's a business. Where I go somewhere, people are like, oh, that's the boot lady. So they've even given me a nickname to my business. And as far as when I say people, when you're getting into business, weigh your options. Don't never jump head first. You always have a plan B, C, and D. People tell you don't have all them. Yes, you do. Because in this economy, you can't just settle for just, I'm finna open up a business. People gonna come and buy. No, there's time where I don't see a sale, but then another day I might get 5 and 6 at a time. So I'm always transparent to other entrepreneurs that look at me and say, well, how hard was it? Or I can do that. Yeah, you can do it. But that doesn't mean the clientele will be there for you. Because anybody can go open up a business,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
can you sustain the business? Will
Yeah.
customers come to your business? It's a constant marketing thing. And a lot of business fail because their marketing is not where it needs to be.
And that's one of the things. This is, guys, Black Business Mondays is free. It's free for for Black entrepreneurs, and that's what I'm trying to do is get business out there because we are now in a soft economy. People are not spending as well as they
Mm-hmm.
were before, and what I try to do is give a leg up because a lot of times people go on these programs, they got to spend this amount of money and that amount of money, but I want to highlight Black businesses that are out here so that they can continue to thrive as those other companies who don't want to have us on their shelves or don't support
Mm-hmm.
us. You wonder, well, where can I get this? So
They
this is
really
it.
don't even want you walking into their stores until you come to the cash register.
Yeah.
And I've
So
seen that firsthand.
wow. So we're talking to the owner of MCD Boots Incorporated. She's on IG, which we're on now, and then she also her website is pinned. So let's talk about the uptick that certain woman by the beginning letter of B did for your industry. These boots are fire, y'all. I'm telling you, they come. They it's like I didn't have to ask for a wide calf. These when you get to a certain age, ladies, sometimes we need a wide calf unless you're just traditionally skinny. But when you're round in some places, you need a wide. and it came straight. These boots are fire, and look at the box. I'm going to wear these with pride. So because these
I
are MC.
appreciate that.
Yes, I am. And let me tell you also, I'm going to do my favorite things. And these are going to be some of them at the end of the year for Christmas. So people can see all the products that we've highlighted throughout the year for Black Business Monday. So go on. I'm sorry. Tell me what you're going to say.
As far as your question, as far as Beyonce, now, with her, coming out with all of
I
these, like,
lost you. Okay, say it again. I just lost you.
okay,
Hey,
yeah,
Stacy, I
someone
see you
trying
up here,
to
Stacy.
call in.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Okay.
But Cowboy Carter brought a vast amount of her supporters to me. I've had people come down from Georgia, Tennessee. Had a lady that said she specifically seen my article, and she was from New York, and she had to have these go-go boots. That's on my site. They're red pant leather boots that has a red bottom.
That's
So
women. Somebody just said that. They said they got their red boots from you. They were saying that somebody said, I need to hold my red boots up too, because they are cute. So I guess those are the boots you're talking, the red go-go boots.
yes.
Because, okay.
Yes, thank you for tuning in. I made sure I put it on my story time so my supporter can be in on it too. Because I thank you guys so much for all the love and
Someone
support.
just said that's the one I have too. Yeah, your supporters. Yeah, that's me, Carol. Okay, thank you guys for checking in. Thank you.
Yes, when I say that, that was like the highlight that I started seeing more people pour into it, and just the culture has changed. Where I remember back as a little girl, um, when you got called country, that was like a derogatory thing. Where now everybody wants to be country because it has become a culture for us to express ourselves and dance and trail rides, blues shows. Everything is centered around, to me, country now. So, and even when we're having more of our own people getting awards for being country, who started country. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
it came full circle.
Yeah. So Act Three, I'm gonna tell you, some of that fringe stuff can also be used for Act Three if it's what we hear, rock and roll. So
Hmm.
you got some of that too, right?
Yes.
So look, so Gina, tell me this. You brought your business kind of in the moment of COVID. You got your brick and mortar, and everyone is saying, "Oh my God, brick and mortar is so hard to handle." Did you by any chance get any grants before this new administration came in?
No, ma'am.
Wow. You
No,
did this
ma'am.
on your own.
I did this on my own. I was basically buying a couple of them at a time and going from there. When I sold it, bought some more. I just kept reinvesting to get to
Wow.
where I'm at. Yes.
But you know who you remind me of? Like Jay-Z and all these rappers who had their cassettes back in the day. I know if we got some young people, they don't know what a cassette is. But back in the
Hmm.
day, they had the cassettes in their cars and would sell their little mixtapes and just keep doing it. That's what you do. That's called entrepreneurship for some, but the hustle for many of us.
Yes, because if you go back to when I first posted, I got a picture of me with the boots on my mother's porch, and the shipment was just coming in, and I'm doing inventory to make sure every boot looked right and everything. Like, it symbolizes that no matter what the obstacle is, and if you want it that bad, you gonna go for it, no
Yeah.
matter whether. And I tell a lot of people, they kind of get mad when they family members or friends don't support them. Don't look at them. They are not gonna be your main supporters. People that don't even know me come from all over the United States just to patronize me. Like my grand opening at my other building in Raymond, I had people coming down
Raymond,
from
Mississippi.
California.
Raymond, Mississippi.
Yes.
Okay.
So I had people from California and Tennessee coming down for my grand opening because they
Wow.
wanted to make sure they supported me. Because TikTok really blew me up. Instagram just, it seemed like it just grew overnight. But TikTok was probably my main social platform that took my business to the next level.
Wow. So when do you think, I mean, you're working a full-time job and you've got the store. Do you think that there's going to be a day that this store will be your main income?
I do, and I see myself being in other states.
Okay. You see
I
yourself franchised?
Yes, well, not more so franchise. I want something that each one of my children can be able to put their hands on and do because I
So
have a
that they
daughter
can
and a
manage
son.
it. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and
Wow.
Texas would be my next location that I would look into opening up another
I
spot.
can imagine Texas. I can imagine Texas. Do you believe, and you're again, you are in Mississippi. I give you so many props. You are the only black woman in the state of Mississippi that has a boot shop. Um, do you foresee the racism that you see in Mississippi going into Texas being a black woman in this moment?
I don't because I think Texas is more diverse than Mississippi is.
Mm,
And I say that because most of my supporters are not Mississippi. I have
mm.
a lot of supporters in Texas. Like I've had people want to do events just so I can come down there. I went to Addison, Texas and set up, and that by far has been the biggest profit show that I've done.
People, I have got two viewers saying, "Come on down to Texas. Come to Texas. They are welcoming you." So, talk to me about this person that you work with that creates your boots too, as well.
Um, we kind of keep it on. I send you the design, or you show me a design you already have, and we kind of work
So,
like
you
that.
have a cobbler. You have a cobbler
Yeah.
that you work with. Wow, wow. So, at the end of the day, how do you? I mean, from sketch to sending it to him, how long does it take for these shoes to be made?
Production, the ones that I've come up with the design, it takes about 6 to 8 weeks. But the ones he already have, I can just get them shipped to me within 3 days.
Wow. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add? Because I'm just so honored and thrilled that you're here.
Thank you.
Yes, because it's important that we hear from Black businesses. A lot of people say that they love these Black Business Monday segments. I love them too because it helps me. Because this segment is sponsored by Jer Candles, the company that my husband and I own. It's a candle company, and we love to meet other Black business owners as
Yeah,
well as it's inspirational and it's a touch point, and it also helps people who are looking at their hobby or thinking about doing something to go into making something, because a lot of people are telling me they love watching this, and I'm just so honored that they do. And I'm honored, Gina, that you were with us and talking about, because I was like, I was looking, I said this is I was looking at you a long time before I even started Black Business Monday. And I was like, wow. And I followed you because you were saying I'm the only Black woman. I said, let me follow this sister because
I appreciate it.
I'm very much about us, for us, and with us. And
Yeah.
then when I did Black Business Money, I said, let me reach out to this sister. But I appreciate you. And is there anything you want to add? Because I know you're busy. You're busy with all your business. And and is there
Well, I
anything
want to
else?
give you your flowers because
Oh,
this is exceptional that you would open up your platform to introduce people that you know nothing about and to give them that opportunity for your supporters to be
oh,
able to see us in a different light and see people that they never even knew exists. Because, I mean, who would have thought a Mississippi girl would be, you know, put out there in so many different platforms, and God has just been miraculous with the support and love, and it makes me feel like all the hard work in the days that I thought about giving up, it's like now you got to
don't
keep
give
going.
up.
There's people that need
Never
your
give up.
inspiration.
Yeah.
Yes.
Never get it up. Somebody just said, I didn't know about this. And that's exactly why we have you. And you said,
Yes.
who knew a Mississippi girl, who knew a Baltimore City girl? I'm from straight up Baltimore City, not from the wire. Baltimore has a whole bunch of different communities. It's not just the wire, but we are supposed to have the opportunities that others have.
Yes.
So, and sometimes we have to just break it down and just support one another. And that's what I do. Black Business Mondays. MCD Boots, okay? MCD Boots. MCD Boots Inc. Right? So,
Yeah.
guys, I want you. Somebody said thank you, April, for bringing this young lady on. I will definitely support her.
Thank y'all.
Amen. Amen. Yes, and you got more than boots. Tell me in the final moment that we have, other than boots, what else do you have?
Yes, we have belt buckles, we have belts, we have hats. Yes, we have wallets. And the belts are actually changeable, so you don't have to keep that same belt buckle. You
I
can
like
switch out
that.
the
I
belt
like
buckle.
that. I like
Yeah.
that.
And they we have exotic skin as well as just leather. So if you're into python, ostrich, stingray, we try to carry all
I
different.
was I was getting ready to say what is exotic skin, but you said it.
Yes, yes. So if you want the actual skin, python or caiman, alligator, we have those as well.
Yeah,
Up
you
to
you're
a
really
size
down in hunting
15.
territory. You're down in hunting territory. Oh my lord.
Yes, yes. And we're about to come out.
Uh-oh, I just lost you again. You're about to come out with what? Somebody's calling you. And you said
Yes, they are on me.
you're about to come out with what?
And we're about to come out with exotic purses as well. So python purses, yes,
Ooh,
yes.
okay. Well, I want to thank you, Gina, for joining us and for
Thank
having such
you.
a unique story. Somebody said, "Come on, MCD Boots, please come to the Cowboys of Color Rodeo in Fort Worth." You know what? If you invite her and you make sure y'all work something out, she might come. She said, "Come on,
Yes.
MCD Boots, please come to the Cowboys of Color Rodeo in Fort Worth. Make sure y'all work it out." Reach out to her and make sure you work it out professionally so that she can come with her goods. So and that's why we're here. So Gina, thank you for
I'm gonna
joining.
have to check that out.
Yes, yes. This is so awesome. Thank you, April, for starting Black Business Monday. Love this. Oh, Max,
Yes.
is it Maxi Art Designs? Thank you, Maxi Art Designs. Someone said, I'm in Maryland. They may want you to come to Maryland. We have, look, let me tell you something.
I definitely ship anywhere.
We have horse country in Maryland, so Well, I just want to thank you for your story, for your
Thank you.
transparency, and for what you do. Because these boots, let me tell you again, let me tell you to get boots. Because every time I get boots, I'm like, is the calf size gonna work? These work fire. These are fire. And I think I have some
Yes.
decent legs, but these are beautiful. These shoes, these boots are made for walking.
Walking.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Guys, go to MCD Boots Inc. on Instagram and on her website. It's MICHERRIDOLLS.com. So Gina, I want to thank you. Again, I want to
Thank
thank
you.
JareCandles.com for sponsoring this, guys. If you want the best soy candles in the world, come to JareCandles.com.
Yes.
JARE candles.com. They sponsor every Black Business Monday. So Gina, I'm gonna let you go because you got business to take care of. You got a business
Yes,
to run.
ma'am. Thank you so much, and y'all have a blessed day. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And yes, you're welcome. Be well, Gina. Yes, I'm still at the White House. Take a look. I just did a story and I'm posting another one, but I just had to do Gina first. So, guys, this has been amazing. Yes, I'm still at the White House. Look at my Instagram. I'm not only am I at the White House, I have a Substack show. It's called The Tea with April. We talk about everything at the everything from War and Peace and everything in between. At the White House, what's happening in Baltimore, what's happening in Oakland, everywhere. So, yes, I'm still there, but I'm doing this too. I'm a Black woman in America. I can do it all because I choose to, not because I have to. So, with that said, thank you, Jared Candles, jaredcandles.com, for sponsoring this segment of Black Business Monday with Gina of MCD Boots Inc. Guys, support her. And even if you don't have anything right now, look through Winter Shop and put it on your wish list because it could be Christmas. Who knows? I do that a lot. Look and look, say, oh, I want this, and hold it until it's time to pull the trigger in the cart and purchase. But either way, I'm going to see you later. I'm in Washington, D.C. Just I can't even say it. Just left the White House. Look at my peruse my profile because I just did a story on Trump and Ukraine. I'm getting ready to post another story. While he had the Ukrainian president in there, he's talking about DC. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. I'll see you guys later. Peace. See you for the next Black Business Monday, next Monday at 3 p.m. Thank you. And thank you for sponsoring jaredcandles.com, jaredcandles.com. Soy candles that you will love forever. Bye, guys.